Today I'm heading into Torio to go to the market there and just check it out. It's been a while. I was last here when I picked up the sheep about a year and a half ago. About that. And here is the sign that we're entering Torio, and here is the beach. So, see if we can give you a good look at the beach. It's beautiful. And the road coming down here is beautiful. Welcome to my little tropical farm. There are a lot of restaurants in the area. Torio is a tourist town, not just for expats, but also for Panamanians. It's definitely a vacation spot. And there are a bunch of hostels, hotels, bed and breakfasts, restaurants, all in this area. And like I said, I don't know if you can see from inside the car, but this road is pristine. It was done, I want to say, less than 2 years ago, but I would have thought that this rainy season would have done some damage. I don't even see any potholes that were filled in. So it looks like it's held up really well, and it's just a joy to drive on. So, which is not normal in Panama. So I didn't film the market because there were only about 6 tables. I know it's typically busier than that, and I may film them in the future. I may try and sell at the market in the future as well. It's about the same distance down here as it is to Santa Fe. I'm closer to Santa Fe, but the road is so bad going up to Santa Fe, and the road coming to Torio is beautiful. So it takes about the same amount of time for me coming from Santiago. But this is the beach in Torio, and I thought I would show it to you. So I parked right here. As you can see, there's a lot of cars parked. There's a school on this side, and I think that might be a church, but I'm not sure. I didn't look that closely. I was more focused on the beach. But this is, I want to say it's a public beach, but I think all beaches in Panama are public. I could be wrong. I'll have to look into that. But there are a lot of cars, so you would think there were a lot of people, but there's really no one down here. So it's kind of cool. If you look, I would not say there's sand at the beach. There's mud. It is the dry season, but it looks like the high tide probably goes all the way up to the cliffs because it's pretty wet. And then, it looks like out that way there's some sand. One of the really nice things about this area is that you have both the beach and the mountains, and they get a lot of breeze. So this is, if you hear people talking about the peninsula in Panama, this is the area. So on this side, there's a small expat community in the Torio Marieto area. But on the other side of the peninsula, there's a pretty good sized expat community. There's a bunch of different cities there on the beach, or towns. They're not cities. A bunch of little towns on the beach that have a decent expat community, a small expat community. And the peninsula is considered much drier than other areas of Panama. One thing you learn about Panama is that there's different weather very close to each other. So the weather changes. You can go a half hour away and have completely different weather. You can drive 5 minutes away and it'd be raining on where you start and not raining where you end. But here, as you can see, it's a little higher elevation and the mountains go up from here. So on the hilltops, they get a great breeze. More so in the evenings, but sometimes in the daytime, whereas where I live, we only get a breeze in the evenings, and typically that's during the dry season, not during the rainy season. But anyway, it's gorgeous over here. I just thought I'd show it to you all. And I'm gonna drive back and maybe stop in a few spots and see what there is to see on the way back. There also seem to be islands out there, but I don't see them on a map, so I'm gonna have to do some research to see what those are. And look at these houses up here. I don't know what that is either. So those houses must be a restaurant, because they say they make food to order. But it might be someone's house. I don't know that I'm gonna walk all the way up here, but let's see. I don't know what's up here. It looks like a house or two. I don't think I'm gonna go exploring someone's house. I'm surprised they have a regular sized driveway, so they must drive cars all the way down to the beach and then up. Or maybe they have a driveway on the other side as well. I have no idea. But interesting. Here's just another different view of the beach. It's gorgeous down here. This is like a hidden gem, really. Ran into one of my friends at the market who recently moved down here, so that was nice. One last look at the beach. Okay, I drove a little further down the road and came to this beach, and I believe this is one of the beaches that you can come and watch the tortoises be born and go to the sea, as that sign kind of implies. So this beach has sand, which is nice. It has a little slide, and it looks like they do a lot of fishing from here. But that's just a guess. And then it has a volleyball net, which is very cool. It has a like cabana over there. And I'm not sure what else it has. It's cool to check out. So, oh, the sand is hot. I do have sand shoes, but I didn't know I was going to be walking on the beach today. I really thought the market would be busy and I'd spend most of my time there. But this has been fun exploring. So I went to the market, met a friend, had a cup of coffee, saw some other friends that have just moved down this way, and that was it. So now we're exploring the beach. Ooh, sand is hot. Oh, so it's not a real slide, it's the remnants of a slide. I guess it can still be used. And it looks like people might live down here. I don't know what that is, if that's a house, a shelter, or what. Can't always tell in Panama. It doesn't look like a house, but occasionally you'll see houses that look like that. I think it's a market for the seafood, but I could be wrong. Okay, so I ran into a guy selling lobsters.
Que quiere una libra. ¿Grande o mediana? ¿Grande o pequeña?
Grande. Buena. Perfecto. See. Okay, so I just bought one lobster for $5. They have a thing there, a pile of giant oyster shells. But I don't like oysters. So for me, no. I hope you enjoyed getting a little glimpse of Torio this week. There's certainly a lot more to see there than what I showed you, but it gave you an idea of what there is to do there, in the beaches at least. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to follow along, most of my videos are on homesteading in Panama, and with an occasional video on other things to do in Panama. But if you'd like to follow along, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that you're notified when our next video comes out. See you next week. Bye.